Welcome, everybody, to a brand new episode of It's My Wrestling Podcast, Quiz My Ass Club, episode 7. Now, Jesus, we've managed to drag this out over 7 episodes. I thought this was going to die on its ass after like 2 or 3. Thank you for coming back. If you're a fan of these quizzes, I am absolutely loving them. We once again have 5 players. Who has played before? We have 2 new players and 3 returning players. We have 3 times champion, Mr. Mike Nunn. Jack is the current reigning champion. A good friend, Jeff, has rejoined us again. And our new players today are Ted, the Hillbilly Heel, and Mr. Will Gray of Botched and... Fuck, I always forget. Botched and...
Botched Spots and Chair Shots.
Botched Spots. It's because your handle is Botched and. So I'm like Botched and Spots and Chair Shots and... What? But no, awesome. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. As we always do, let's do a very quick go around the room and get to know everybody a little bit. I'm going to ask you, what did we do last time? We did favourite women's wrestler, match of the year, but this is going to go out in the new...
MVP last time, wasn't it? MVP of 2021.
Yeah. We're recording this in December 2021. The Royal Rumble is next month. This is going to release after the Rumble, so I want everybody's Rumble predictions for who's going to win the men's and the women's, and then we can see if they came true. So, Jack, who's going to win the men's and the women's Rumble?
Who I think will win. Oh God, I don't know actually. I really don't know who I want to win.
Go with who would you like to win?
The Rock. Roman. It's not going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen, but I'd love it to happen. And for the women's, I think
Rock comes in at 30.
Yeah. Oh yes. And I think for the women's, seeing as she was very close last year, I'm going to go for Rhea.
Yeah, solid choices. Jeff?
I'm hoping that KO will be a surprise entrant and win the men's Rumble, maybe teasing he's left, make us think that he's left, but he comes in. And outside the box thinking, I think a returning Bailey is going to win the women's Rumble.
Good shout.
Please, yeah. I would love that. I would love that. Mike?
It's very tough to call at the moment, which is what we like to see. You know, you don't want to be going in knowing who's going to win. But 2 names that have already been mentioned. For the men's, I'm going to go for Kevin Owens. I think he will tease that he's left, and I think he'll show up and win. And for the women's, Rhea Ripley. I think it's her time. I think she'll win it, and she'll go after Charlotte Flair on SmackDown.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, man. Yep. Sounds good.
Finally get that win.
Ted, who have you got?
In the women's, definitely Rhea Ripley. And the men's is going to be Matt Riddle. He's going to get his big push next year.
I like that. Outside the box. Yeah, very nice. Will?
My 2 picks, I'm going to keep, honestly, my same 2 picks from last year. I think it's Cesaro's time. I think it's about time he gets a good push into a title picture. And then I have to agree that I think Bailey makes a return. And I think when she comes back, she'll come back as babyface Bailey, but not the hugger. I think it'll be some kind of a combination of the 2 characters, but she'll come back as a babyface to go after either Charlotte or Becky.
Fuck. You've all said things that have changed my mind a little bit. I think Rhea would have been my pick for the women, or a returning Bailey. It's got to be one of those 2, really. There's nobody else I can see.
There's nobody really that's been elevated that highly. Or
no.
Possibility of someone like Shayna, but they've missed the boat on Shayna. They've missed the boat on Shayna, I think.
It wouldn't shock me as well if they did something crazy and had Belair win it again. That could happen. I don't think it's Shawn Michaels.
I hadn't thought about Riddle, but I like the idea of Riddle.
I like Riddle, yeah.
I think I'm going to play it safe, go Kevin Owens, or even safer, Seth Rollins. I think Seth Rollins is always a pretty good. He's one of those guys you can put into a title picture, and you're like, yeah, fair enough. Okay.
I wouldn't even be annoyed seeing Edge win it again. I'll be honest. I love Edge.
I would. I think it'd be a throwaway again.
It would, but I just love Edge.
I'm more bothered about seeing Edge just face people like AJ, like the people back to wrestle. Let him do that.
Yeah.
I don't think he needs the title. But anyway, this is WWE. You never know what's going to happen. Thank you, gentlemen, for giving me your picks. We'll come back to this in the new year and see who was right or wrong. Let's get cracking on with the quiz. I think everybody here, obviously, some of you have been on. The people who haven't are familiar with how this works. Pretty standard game show, quiz show, panel show sort of formula and structure. I will go around the room. We've got 5 players, so we've got 20 questions. As always, you will get 4 opportunities at points in this first round. You will pick a number from 1 to 20. I'll hold up the board to show what numbers we have available. And this first round is just simply called, where are they from? So I'm going to give you, when you call out a number, I will give you a wrestler's name. You will tell me quite simply where they're from. But to make it a little bit more specific and make the scoring a little bit harder, you'll get half a point for the city, or if it's in America, I don't know. Do you guys in America still call them? Is it cities or is it districts or
City?
Still cities, right? Okay, brilliant.
It is.
So for you, if it's an American one, it would be city and state. For us over here, if it's somebody from England, it would be, I don't know. It could be the city and then Ireland, or the city and then England, or the city and then Scotland, whatever, something like that. Okay. So like I say, as long as you get one of them, you'll get half a point. If you get the other one wrong, I will simply say wrong. And then, as always, anybody else can buzz in just by saying their name. Whoever's name I hear first will get the opportunity to go for the other half a point. There we go. Okay. Nice and simple. So let's get cracking. We'll go around the room in alphabetical order, starting with Jack.
Can I have number 6, please, Chris?
Yeah, wait me 1 sec. Let's move my things around a bit. Okay. Number 6. Hornswoggle. And let me just clarify. It's where they are billed from.
Oh, God.
Some of them have been billed from a couple of places. I've gone with what they're most commonly known as being billed from. So it's not where they were born, just where they're billed from as a wrestler.
Okay. I'll be honest, I can't ever remember Hornswoggle actually being introduced. It just kind of like appeared. I'm going to say Dublin Ireland. It's not, but I'm going to say that.
What was that? Dublin Ireland?
Yeah.
It is indeed Dublin Ireland.
I thought they were going to come up with some kind of like weird one, but fair enough.
No, just straight up when he was with Finlay.
Yeah.
Got him down as Dublin Ireland.
Fair enough.
Okay then, Jeff.
Number 14.
Number 14. Trish Stratus.
Toronto, Canada.
Toronto, Canada. Nice, easy one.
Just before we continue, is it again just if one person gets it wrong, just first person to shout out?
Yeah, just like normal.
Yeah.
Just buzzing, just saying your name.
Just a lot more than people that are just doing it for the first time.
If they get the whole thing wrong and somebody else buzzes in, you can win the whole point.
Yeah.
But like on what have we just had? So on Hornswoggle, if for some reason you said Dublin, Scotland, somebody else could have buzzed in and said Ireland, and they would get that half a point.
Yeah.
There we go. Cool. On to Mike.
Number 3.
Number 3. The Iron Sheik.
Ooh. Iran.
It was Iran.
I'm going to say Tehran.
It was indeed. Very nice. Tehran, Iran, indeed. Very good. Okay, Ted. Start holding this up.
Number 9.
Viewable, it doesn't seem very clear. Number 9. Okay, Ted, you have got Randy Savage.
Venice Beach, Florida.
There were 2. I'm gonna give you Venice Beach because there was also, because he's had a couple of different bills. He was also from Sarasota. So I wrote down both of those. Happy to give both. So brilliant. Yes, 1 point for Macho Man Randy Savage. Will.
2.
Vince McMahon.
He's billed from Stamford, Connecticut, right?
Half a point. Jeff.
Greenwich.
It's Greenwich.
That's right.
Triple H.
Yes, I instantly was like, oh, that's obviously Stamford, but no, it's Greenwich. Okay, back round to Jack.
Number 19, please, Chris.
Is that clear? It seems too bright. Is that clear for everyone to see?
Yeah, fairly. You can see
Yeah.
which ones are scribbled out anyway. You can make out which ones are scribbled out.
Okay, cool. Number 19, is that, yeah?
Yeah, please.
Kenny Omega.
Oh, Canada. And I can't remember which one it is of the two. I'm going to go for Winnipeg.
It's Winnipeg, yes.
Oh.
Lucky you went with
I
you.
wasn't sure if it was Winnipeg or Calgary.
It was Winnipeg. I think I thought it was Calgary at first.
Yeah.
Jeff.
Number 10, please.
10. Oh, this is a nice quick round. I like this. Number 10. The Great Khali.
Punjab. Oh, India.
Half a point for India.
Jack,
Jack.
New Delhi?
It's not.
No.
I thought it was
Anyone else going to buzz in for the city? Give you 5 seconds if anyone wants to buzz in. If not, I'm going to pass it away.
Mike. I'll
Right,
say
Mike.
Calcutta.
It's not. It's Mumbai.
Ah.
It's Mumbai, India. It's one that I wrote down that assuming it was Mumbai, India, and it was. It just. I think
I
it's
thought
one
it
of
was
those,
Punjab. I really did.
it's one of those lazy ones that WWE are just like, what's in India? Mumbai. Everybody from India is
Yeah.
nice and easy. Okay. Where were we? Who was that? Sorry.
That was me.
Jeff.
That was Jeff. Okay, Mike.
Right, what we got? Oh, your screen is small. That's annoying. 20.
Oh, am I down in the corner because I'm the host?
I can see you. I can see you now.
Right, number 20. The Blue Meanie. You keep getting the hard ones.
Yeah.
I did not
What
know.
we saying about? Huh?
I did not know this one.
No, I don't. What? Are we doing clues?
No clues. I cannot possibly give clues.
No, you can't really, can you?
No, it's difficult.
I don't know this one, so I'm just gonna say Florida.
I'll give clues where I can. Okay, I'm going to try and give a clue for this one.
And then,
I think the state he's from is a type of cheese.
Wisconsin.
It's not Wisconsin. You won't get the city if you didn't get the state. Anybody else?
Ted.
Ted?
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Oh, it's Philadelphia, so I'll give you the half a point for Philadelphia.
It is in Pennsylvania.
Jeff.
Jeff?
Was it something stupid? He was built from the mean streets of Pennsylvania.
It's something stupid. It's not the mean streets. It's something stupid. I don't think it's a real place. It's a bit like Parts Unknown. It's a bit like something like that.
The Bowery.
No, I don't think anyone's going to
That's
get.
where Raven was from.
I'm going to tell you this one. It's Pepperland.
And Philadelphia. Brilliant.
Pepperland, Philadelphia. Not a clue. Not a clue. Right, so that was number 20. Okay, and where are we back around to? I keep forgetting. I think it's Ted now. Yes, it's Ted now.
15.
That is Rob Van Dam.
Oh gosh. Rob Van Dam. Where was he built from? I can't remember. Las Vegas, Nevada.
Jack.
Jeff.
Will.
Oh God, everybody buzzed in for that one. I heard Jack first.
Battle Creek, Michigan.
It's Battle Creek, Michigan.
Yeah.
Okay, and on to Will.
I'm gonna go with 3.
Number 3. Number 3's already been taken. I think I held that.
Oh,
one.
7. I'm sorry.
Number 7. It's not very bright. I need to change my lighting. Number 7 is Randy Orton.
Randy Orton is billed from. I should know this. This is embarrassing. I don't know. I should.
It didn't jump to me when I was looking for it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, of course."
I'm trying to think of Cowboy Bob Orton. Where was he built from? He's from Kansas City, Missouri.
Yeah.
Mike.
Oh,
Half a point from Missouri, but I'm going to go to Jeff.
St. Louis.
It's St. Louis.
St. Louis, the only other city in Missouri.
Okay.
it's not one, it's the other.
That was half a point for Will and half a point for Jeff. Right. Back around to Jack. Yeah, that's clearer now.
Number 16, please, Chris.
16. Big Van Vader.
Oh. I'm in trouble now. Where was Vader from? Is this? I've got a feeling like it's another one of those joke ones, but I'm not sure.
No, I think it's real.
I
think it's a real place. It doesn't sound like a real place, but I'm sure it is.
I can't name the city, so I'm going to name the state as Nevada.
Jeff.
Jeff?
Boulder, Colorado.
Boulder,
Of
Colorado.
course it is.
Which is a
Very
fantastic city, by the way.
That's some good stuff, Jeff.
One of them, the way you don't know, and then you hear it, and you're like, "Oh God, of course it is."
We're back to Jeff.
Number 1, please.
Number 1, probably the easiest on the board, is William Regal.
Of course not. He's from, but where in England?
Chris, you by law have to give me this if he doesn't get it right.
Let me please have a guess though at which area. Yeah, I'm just gonna go generic and say London.
Mike.
Jack.
Well-
Oh, Mike was ready.
Blackpool.
It's Blackpool.
Represent him, my boys.
Mike got half a point there, and Jeff got the other half for England. Lovely. Okay.
He's not even from Blackpool either, which is the
He's
really heartbreaking thing.
He's just outside of Wolverhampton.
Yeah, he's from like 2 hours away from Blackpool.
Staffordshire.
Yeah.
Mike?
I'll go for number 8.
It's because his debut was at Blackpool Pleasure Beach,
Yeah.
which I obviously only found out the other day. Okay, number 8, The Miz.
The Miz. Okay. Okay, this is an interesting one because I know where he's from, but he has been biled from a couple of places.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say.
This is his most commonly billed one. So think about how long he's been in WWE, where he would have been billed from the most.
But I know where he's actually from. But well, I know the state anyway. Either way, I'm going to kick myself if I get this wrong.
Go with your gut. Always go with your gut.
Yeah. Cleveland.
It's
Will.
Cleveland. You got the state.
Yeah. You saying the state? The state's Ohio.
Yes. There we go. In Ohio. Were you
Because I
thinking?
know that it's often been said that he's from LA as well.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
whole Hollywood thing.
Hollywood or Hollywood Hills or something like
He's
that.
genuinely from Cleveland.
Okay, Ted.
4.
Number 4. Hulk Hogan.
He's from
There's been a
Venice
few.
Beach, California.
There is there. Venice Beach, California, indeed. That's another one where there's been a couple because obviously he was Hollywood when he was Hollywood Hogan as well. Okay,
Yeah.
down to Will.
13.
Lita.
Lita was billed from. She came from Florida, right? Was she billed from Florida?
Not what she's most commonly billed from, no.
Oh,
Jeff.
yeah.
Jeff?
She jump on the Hardy's bandwagon. She's Raleigh, North Carolina.
She has been, but no. That was only during Team Extreme sort of times. This one's a tough one. I didn't think this was going to be that tough, to be honest. I thought someone would get this.
Yeah.
Anybody else? No. Mike?
I don't know, but I may as well guess. Let's say California.
Not California. I think I'm just
That's
going
going to be my guess, California as well, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think I'll just give this one. I was surprised. It's Alberta, Georgia.
Ah,
No, wouldn't have got that.
never have got that.
Yeah, and I went back and checked, and I was like, oh, yeah. Most of her single stuff before and after, well, whenever she wasn't with the Hardys, tended to be Alberta, Georgia. There were little periods where she wasn't, but okay. The final five, Jack.
Number 17, please, Chris. A little bit about, going back to William Regal, there's a good DVD that the WWE did about 2002 called Union Jacked. And I think it's about the British tours. And they go with William Regal down Blackpool Promenade on one of the horse and carriages. And he shows you like all the buildings that he used to wrestle in Blackpool, and like the Blackpool Tower and Blackpool Pleasure Beach. It's a really good little feature.
Blackpool. I love Blackpool. I didn't know that they had wrestling in the Pleasure Beach.
Yeah.
I thought it would have been in a tower.
I think it was until the 80s. Yeah, they do still have shows at the tower. I was supposed to go and see Chris Masters at the Blackpool Tower, but they had to cancel the show and they had to move it somewhere else.
Right, where are we? Was it number 17? You said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jimmy Snuka.
Oh, it's one that I should know, but I don't. I'm gonna say California.
Yeah.
Way off. Anybody gonna? Jeff?
The island of Fiji.
Yep.
Oh.
Anything more to that?
Oh.
This is a weird one.
I end my answer there. I
feel
don't know beyond that.
I feel like I'll have to give you the whole point. Mike?
Skull Island?
No, I'm gonna give.
Sure.
I'm gonna give Jeff the whole point because it's a bit of a weird one.
It is.
He was billed as Fiji in the Fiji Islands. So, like, Blackpool, England was Fiji Islands, which just seems stupid. Like, just say Fiji.
Beating yourself.
Yeah.
What number was that? Sorry, that was 17, wasn't it? Okay, then. So, on to Jeff.
18.
A few left now. Number 18 is Shawn Michaels.
Oh, San Antonio, Texas.
San Antonio, Texas, indeed. Nice, easy one. Okay, on to Mike. We have 11, 12, and 5.
11, please.
Number 11, the Hardy Boys.
Obviously, it's North Carolina. Raleigh, North Carolina.
Jack.
Will.
Jack got there for the half a point.
Cameron, North Carolina.
Cameron, North Carolina.
Someone said Raleigh. I forgot in my head.
That was me. My mistake. I knew that question was
For
coming.
the future.
They planted that just to trip you up.
That's it. I'll take half. That'll do.
Okay, so Ted, you've got number 5 or 12.
5.
Number 5 is Sheamus.
He's from Ireland, but I can't remember which one.
Mike.
Hold on, Mike. Let him have a guess.
I thought that was the thing.
Oh. Ted, do you want to have a guess of where in Ireland?
Dublin, Ireland.
There we go. Dublin,
Yeah.
Ireland.
Well done.
Wouldn't have been fair to not let you have a guess.
No, definitely not.
There we go. Okay, and that leaves us with number 12 for Will, which is Edge.
Edge is hailing from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Right?
Jack,
Half a point. Jack?
is it Toronto?
It is Toronto.
Yeah.
Canada's a really annoying one because there's so many options.
Yeah.
There we go. Right, awesome. That is the end of the first round. Let me quickly tally up the scores. We have Will on 1.5. We have Mike on 3. Ted on 3.5. Jack on 4.5, and then Jeff on 5.5. So it's
Close.
very close.
Yeah.
Very close already, which I like to see. Okay, we're going to move on to round 2, which I'm particularly excited for because this is fucking nonsense. I got hold of the WWE cookbook, and I'm going to read you some entries from it, but they also might not be entries from it. All I need from you is to tell me if it is a real WWE cookbook recipe or if it's one that's fake, if it's one that I've made up. The points in this one are really simple. If you get it right, you get a point. That's it. Not offered out to anybody else because obviously, if it's not real, it would be fake. That's too easy for everybody to get points. So
I've seen a few of these on Brian Zane's videos. So
these are brilliant. Some of these are so great.
He's really good, Brian Zane.
Where are we going to start then? So we'll start, as always, with Jack.
We were picking numbers again, sorry, Chris.
Yeah, 1 to 20.
Number 10.
Number 10. Coffee Kingston.
I'm going to say false.
It is not false. It is a real one from the cookbook. Coffee Kingston. Coffee Kingston.
I thought it was so bad that I thought it was going to be false.
Yeah, and it's not food. Like, you don't need a cookbook to make coffee. So
No.
Okay, Jeff.
14, please.
14. The Rocky Road Warriors.
True.
That's another fake one. I came up with that. You're welcome. Rocky Road Warriors. That's fucking brilliant. That should have been in there.
Yeah.
Mike.
Number 1.
Broccoli Lesnar.
False.
It is false. Yes, it is false.
It's just broccoli.
Broccoli Lesnar.
There's no way that Brock's not having his named after some kind of big meaty steak or something.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Oh, mate, some of them were terrible. I can't remember what they were, but it was like one of them was like the Big Show rump steak. I was like, that's not even a pun. Like, why are you bother doing that? What's the point?
Is that one of the numbers?
No, that's not one of them. That's not one of them. Okay, Ted.
20.
Number 20. Ginger Mahal.
Yeah, why not?
You saying that's a real one, yeah?
Yeah, let's go ahead and say yeah.
It is indeed. It is a real one. Ginger Mahal. I think it was like a gingerbread recipe. Okay, on to Will.
5.
5. Samosa Joe.
That's got to be false.
Samosa Joe was a real one.
Of course it was.
One. I think that's brilliant. Samosa Joe.
That's right.
Right then, Jack.
Number 4, please.
Number 4. Nacho Man Randy Savage.
I want to say yes, but yeah, true. Go on.
It is a true one. It is a real one.
I'm so glad that's
Nacho.
true. I'm so glad that's true.
Jeff.
Number 9.
Number 9. Kevin Nashed Potatoes.
True.
No, that's a fake one.
Damn it.
How good am I? All of these fake ones.
Yeah, good.
Oh, Mike.
Number 7.
I was up to like fucking 1 o'clock in the morning doing these. Okay. Number 7 is Prawn Michaels.
True.
That is true. I cannot take credit for that one.
Gotta be.
Shawn Michaels. Ted.
3.
Number 3. Roasted vegetables.
Roasted vegetables. Yeah, true.
That's a fake one. Will.
11.
Number 11. Okay. Red velvet sky cake.
Oh, that's false.
Yes. It had to be false because she's not in WWE.
Yeah.
Honestly, Chris, I was like, is he trying to pull something here? I was like, I was like, she's not even on the roster.
Oh no, honestly, that one was in there. That one was in there as a little trick one to see.
He was paying attention.
For half a second, I believed it. I was like, did she wrestle in WWE? I was like, when did that happen?
What number was that? I've not
11.
11. Okay, let's get rid of that. Okay, background to Jack.
Number 8, please, Chris.
Number 8 is Buffet Bagwell.
I'm gonna say false.
It is false, but how good is that?
Mm.
That was Jack's.
He gets his mum to make it for him.
Jeff.
Number 18.
Number 18. Jake the Steak Roberts.
Oh,
True.
It's not true. It's not
that's
true.
brilliant.
That's a fake one.
That is a good one. That
Mike.
should be true.
I know.
16.
Was that 16?
16, yeah.
Cesaro salad.
True.
It is true. I really wish that was mine because that's so good.
Yeah. It is good.
Cesaro salad. That's brilliant. Ted.
15.
15. Soup Lex City.
True.
It is true. That's a really good
I
one.
like that as well.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay. Will.
14.
14. Oh, we've had 14.
Oh, did we?
That was the Rock.
Yeah, you're right. At my 12.
12. Salsa Banks.
That's false.
That's true.
Wow.
That's a real one. I think that's really bad.
Yeah, that is terrible.
Right.
Salsa Banks. That's shocking. Okay. Background to Jack.
Number 17, please, Chris.
Brett Heartachoke Dip.
Oh God. I'm gonna say true.
It is true. That's a real one.
I only said true because I didn't think you'd have that much free time in your hands to come up with that one.
No, and
I was thinking.
I don't eat many vegetables either, so like, what's an artichoke? Okay, Jeff.
Number 2.
Number 2, Degeneration Eggs.
False.
That's a real one.
Oh,
Good.
That's a real one. I really like that one. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, you're small again. Where are we? 19.
6, 13,
19.
19. Michael Coleslaw.
True.
That's a true one.
It has to be. Brilliant.
Take credit for that one
My
as well.
favourite one.
Michael Coleslaw is brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay. Ted, you've got number 6 or 13?
6.
Number 6. Scone Cold Steve Austin.
I've got a new favourite.
True.
That is a false one.
Is it
That was mine.
right?
Okay. And we are
You
down
need to sell these.
Yeah, I should do my own cookbook.
Yeah, because that was the best one.
I think you might enjoy this one more. Down to the last one, number 13 for Will. Mick Guacafoli.
I'm going to say true.
That one's true.
Wow.
I really wish that was mine because that's fucking brilliant. Awesome. Right. That is the end of that round. I could have done that round all day, honestly. Glad That's such a fun round. Okay, just quickly tally up.
Somehow I got all of mine right, even though I didn't know any of them.
Yeah, I think I got 3 out of 4.
That one was all about guessing in that round. Jeff got none. Jeff got none in that round.
Oh, Jeff, man.
But that's helped to even things up a little bit. So in last place, we have Will on 3.5. In joint third, Ted and Jeff both on 5.5. Mike in second on 7. Jack in first on 7.5.
Oh,
Mike.
Now then,
This is again, Mike.
yeah.
it's time to get your thinking caps on, fellas, because this is the survival round. So I don't know if you've been on a survival round before. I think Mike will know, and I think Jack might know.
I haven't done one, but I've seen it on other quizzes and stuff like that before.
Jeff was on one. So the way survival round will work is, as usual, I'll go round the room in order, but there's no numbers to choose. I have got a full list of something. So it could be the last time I did this, it was a full list of all the 24/7 champions. And we go around the room, and you literally just have to name someone who you think has been 24/7 champion. If you're right, we go on to the next person until somebody gets it wrong, and then they're eliminated. Or if they say one that has already been said, they would be eliminated. But there are points on offer for everybody here. So if you're the first person eliminated, you'll still get 2 points. The next person eliminated will get 4. The third person will get 6. Second person will get 8. And the winner of the round will get fucking 10 points. So it's all to play for here. So it's not.
I think Mike's going to overtake me here, to be honest.
That's just what I did last time.
What was the category?
I've not said the category yet, but you are more than welcome. If you've got paper, if you've got enough paper, I'm not just going to go straight into it. I'll give you all like 20, 30 seconds or something to write down some so that you're not doing it off the top of your head, because I'm not horrible. We are going to go with, and there are 50 options available on this.
Say 50? 5-0.
5-0, yep.
5-0.
5-0, so there's plenty to go around. It is wrestlers who entered WWE's Greatest Royal Rumble.
Oh.
There were 50
Right, okay.
that match. I'm going to give you about 20, 30 seconds. If you, like I said, if you want to write them down, if you want to go off your head, that's also fine. We'll go around in order until somebody gets eliminated. As I said, Jeff knows how the scoring works on this because he's been on it before. 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10 points available. So the leaderboard can drastically change on this one. I'm going to give you another 10 or so seconds.
I've got about 5, and I can't think of any others that were definitely in it.
It's one of them where it'll just come to you as you're doing it.
Yeah.
It really is. Me and Mike were on a Wrestle Buddy quiz where we had to do Impact X Division champions. And like I absolutely fucking crushed it, man. I had like 70 written down.
Bloody hell. How many were there?
About 70. I had most of them written down. And even when the round ended, I still had about 15 more to contribute. Right, I think I'm gonna call it quits there for writing any down. If you're writing one down, feel free to keep writing it down. And then pens down, eyes up, and we will crack on. So I've got the list here. I've got it in pretty much alphabetical order. So I'll do my best to not take too long finding them. If everybody is ready, we'll start with Jack.
The man who gave us the greatest wrestling moment of all time, Titus World Slide.
Titus World Slide, of course. He was in there. Okay, Jeff.
Daniel Bryan Danielson.
Yes.
Brian Wilson. Yep, he of course was in there. Mike.
Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho was indeed in there. Yep. Okay, Ted.
Sheamus.
Sheamus was not in there.
Oh,
Wow. Out
shoot.
out already. No, Sheamus was not in there. I'm surprised. I didn't even realize when I looked through my list. No, Sheamus was not in there. Maybe he was out injured. I don't know. But that's Ted out already.
Okay.
But 2 points still. Okay, on to Will.
Cesaro.
Cesaro was not in there either.
Really?
I'm glad you said that because that was one of the ones that I had on my list as well.
Yep. Another
Thank you for
strange
that.
one. Yep. Neither of the bar members were in there. No, bizarre. So that is 4 points to.
You could call it bars.
It was Bazaar. Bazaar. Okay, we're already down to our final three. So, Jack.
Let's go with the winner, Braun.
Yep, of course, Braun Strowman. Just couldn't find it on my list. Okay, Jeff.
Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt was not in there either.
What are the
cannot
odds of this
believe-
going down this way?
I can't believe how badly this has gone. There are so many obvious ones. You know. Oh my god. Okay, so 6 points for Jeff. Over to Mike.
Randy Orton.
Randy Orton was indeed in there. Yep. Let me just cross him off.
I've got 2 more definites, and then I'm guessing.
Over to Jack.
Hornswoggle.
Hornswoggle was in there. Yep, absolutely. Back to Mike.
Kofi Kingston.
Where is Kofi? I've got him written down somewhere, I'm pretty sure. Yep, Kofi Kingston was indeed in there. Jack?
I'm going to go for the most random one because I think did the Saudi prince want Yokozuna even though he'd been dead for 20 years?
Yeah.
I believe his name was Hiroki Sumi.
It was fucking mate.
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah, Hiroki Sumi. Indeed. Okay, Mike.
Baron Corbin.
Baron Corbin was in there, yeah. Jack?
I'm going to be guessing now. I'm going to say Kalisto.
Kalisto was not in there.
Oh.
But that is 8 points for Jack. And obviously, by default, Mike, if you want to have another guess at another one, I'll let you. Got any more?
Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens was in there. So, yeah, you would have got the points for that one as well. So, there we go. Fucking hell. I am really disappointed.
It's a really short round.
I had a couple more.
I'm going to give you the list of who else was in there, and you're going to kick yourselves. It was only a few years ago, remember?
Yeah.
So, Apollo, Big E, Bo Dallas, Babatunde, Big Cass,
Yeah.
Lashley, Bobby Roode, Chad Gable, Kurt Hawkins, Curtis Axel, Dan Maffa, Drew Gulak, Dash Wilder, Dolph Ziggler, Elias, Fandango, Goldust, The Great Khali, Ty Dillinger, Shelton Benjamin, Shane McMahon, Rey Mysterio, Roddy Strong, Kurt Angle, Heath Slater, Connor of the Ascension, Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, Mark Henry, Mojo Rawley, Mike Bennett, Primo, Rhino, Scott Dawson, Sin Cara, Tyler Breeze, Tucker, Tony Nese, Victor of the Ascension, and Xavier Woods.
I was tempted to say Rhino when I said Kalisto, but for some reason I thought Kalisto would be in it.
I
as
can't
a
believe
throwaway.
Big E.
So many on that list that don't even work for the company anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least half.
Including the winner.
Yeah.
And he set the record,
And-
Daniel Bryan Danielson.
Yeah, and second place. And
Just like-
Hiroki Sumi.
The final, all those names I just read out, like the final 15 of them all don't work there anymore. Victor, Tony Nese, Tucker, Breeze, Sin Cara.
It's just debuted on AEW, hasn't he, Tony Nese?
I think there's only about a dozen on this list who are still with WWE.
And that was what,
If you
2
include
years
Shane-
ago?
If you include Shane McMahon.
Give it a couple of years, they'll be able to recreate the whole match, AEW.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. You're not
That's trying
you're really
to get
not wrong.
Hiroki Super in.
There's so many of these that aren't there anymore. It's mad. Crazy. But yeah, brilliant. Okay, well, at least that was a nice short round, but I am shocked at how I'm baffled. I thought that was going to go ages. Oh wow, I always like a short round, so not a problem at all. Let's tally up these points again. All right then. Okay, so in joint fourth, we have Will and Ted both on 7.5 points. In third place, Jeff, 11.5. In second place, Jack on 15.5, and Mike has just pulled ahead on 17. So it's still all to play for between definitely the top 3 players. We're on to the final round. So this is the one where you need to write down your answer. This is the one where you're going to hold it up to the screen to show me what your score, what your answer is. It is one question. I'll read that question out for you, and it's going to work exactly the same way as that round, as the survival round. So furthest away from the correct answer, because it's a number, so I can just figure it out. Furthest away will get 2, and then 4, 6, 8, and 10. So if everybody's got their paper, everybody's got their pen, I'll ask you this question. Brock Lesnar was the highest paid wrestler in 2020. How much was he paid for the whole year? I have figured this out into both pounds and dollars. It's a bit of an awkward one. I've gone for pounds. Pounds is what I've got written down here, so I can figure it out afterwards, depending on what you guys write down. You guys in America. So I'm going to give you about another 10 seconds to get something down. And then when I say everybody pens down, don't hold your paper up until I say, or else, you know, Mike's going to cheat because he desperately wants to win again. And then I will write them all down, figure them out. It's a little bit harder to figure this one out because I've got to figure out the maths of it. And then we will be done and we will have our winner. I'll give you a few more seconds. And stop. And on the count of 3, if everybody could hold up their pieces of paper. It might be a bit hard for me to see them, so I will probably ask a couple of you to just say what it is as well. So if you're ready, hold them up, and 1, 2, 3, go.
I've done mine in dollars.
So Mike has got 12.5 million. Is that, sorry, you said that's in dollars, buddy, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
that's going to be close. I'm between me and you, Mike.
Ted has got 6 million. Have you done that in dollars?
Yeah.
Dollars, yeah.
Dollars again, yep. Will, is that 10 million?
10 million US dollars.
$10 million, okay. And Jeff, you got 5.5. Again, is that dollars?
Yes, US.
$5.5. And sorry, what is that you've got there?
9.5
9.5. Have you gone for dollars?
pounds. Sorry,
9.5 in pounds.
you
Right.
got some.
Right then. Yeah, I've got some maths to do, guys.
Yeah.
So, to pass the time, I know we did this on the last one, but this is all new players. What was your match of 2021? Go, Jack.
Just I think Mike gave me the answer last time, and it was Edge and Seth Rollins at Saudi Arabia about a month ago, about maybe 6 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's what I said as well.
What about you, Jeff?
It's tough because like I keep up with the current product. I'm not watching all of the Raws and SmackDowns, not watching hardly half of the Dynamites, Rampages, Darks, Elevations, whatevers. But I honestly liked the cage tag team match in AEW's All Out. It was the Young Bucks, and forgive me if I get the wrong name, but I feel like it was Lucha Brothers.
Yeah. Brilliant.
That was a really good tag team cage match. They hit all of their normal spots. You saw the added bonuses of like the spiked shoe, which was kind of unnecessary, but as far as the match goes, everyone shined bright. The Bucks didn't hold down the Lucha Brothers just to make themselves shine. I feel like it was their least selfish match of 2021.
Okay, Mike, I think I already know yours.
Yeah, well, Seth
and
I
Ed.
did say Edge and Seth last time in the cell. So I'll stick with that. There's been lots of great matches there, I have to say that.
Okay. Ted, what was your match of the year from any promotion?
Darby Allin and MJF at Full Gear.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Great match. And Will, what would yours be, buddy?
I was gonna say Darby MJF, but then I think I'm gonna stick with it, man. That match had everything. FTR and the Lucha Brothers put on a show last night at Triple Mania, so it was one of the best tag team matches of the year. And they threw down last night. So I would say best tag team match was FTR and Lucha Brothers last night. But best match of the year, definitely Darby MJF.
I might have to check that out because tag team wrestling is what I'm all about. So I might have to.
I like watching it. Yeah, I'm a big fan.
Give that a peruse.
I also want to add. The weekend after Thanksgiving, I went to WrestleCade, the indie convention here in North Carolina, and I saw a match that could have went on a pay-per-view. It was Malachi Black and Buddy Matthews.
Yeah,
They were.
All right.
They did their rivalry
really good.
at this little indie place that had a convention, and they just tore it up. I mean, it could have been on TV easily. It was
That does
good.
sound really good.
Look what they did in WWE. They were brilliant together. Weren't they?
Yeah, some great matches.
Magic just on free TV. Awesome. Right, guys, we have the final score. Down in 5th place, it is Ted in last place on 11.5 points. But somebody has to finish last. Doesn't mean you did badly. You've still got more points than some people have on this quiz. Gary got 3 points one time. So 11.5 points in last place.
Gary.
Jeff in 4th on 13.5 points. Tied with Will actually on 13.5 points in joint 3rd place. So
Here we go, Mike.
Second and first, it's all up for grabs. Current champion Jack versus former 3-time champion Mike. Second place, there was only 3.5 points in it, so another nice close one. Second place was Jack with 23.5. And Mike has regained his crown. He's now a 4-time champion.
Congrats, Mike.
7 points.
Cheers, mate.
Pulled it out of the bag in those last 2 rounds. He got first place in the last 2 rounds. Brock Lesnar,
I'll tell you what, I don't know why this happens, but I always win the right on the paper ground. Every time.
I thought he was just going to end on I always win.
I always
I don't always win.
I always win.
The last round, I tend to always get 10 points. I don't know why. My streak's going to run out eventually, but
the Brock Lesnar answer was 9.3 million.
Is that in dollars or in pounds?
That's in pounds. That's how much you earn in pounds. So once I did the figuring out with the conversion rates.
Hang on, so wouldn't
Mike,
I have got 10?
You had 9.5 million.
Yeah.
And Mike's was 9.446 million.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Come on!
really close.
Oh man!
Really close.
that's excellent.
That is about
just to let you know,
you're gonna get.
Just to let you know, if you two had been switched around, if you two had come like second and first rather than first and second, Mike would have ended on 25 points and Jack with 25.5 points.
Yeah.
Oh.
There would have been half a point in it for the victor.
$60,000 in it, Mike.
There we go. There we go. Awesome, gentlemen. It was an absolute pleasure. This was a nice short quiz as well, ringing in at about 40 minutes, I believe.
Yeah.
Really appreciate. It means I can have dinner at a normal time for once. Always a pleasure. This one was so much fun. The cookbook round.
That was brilliant.
Yeah, that was really
I
good.
like that.
I'm going to have to do something like that again in the future.
I might make myself some Nacho Man Randy Savage.
Some Man Randy 7 and some Kevin Nash potatoes.
It was up there with that Vince McMahon round that we did a few quizzes ago.
Yeah, the Vince McMahon round was brilliant. I'm excited for that one to come out. I'm going to try and do another one.
That was really fun, though.
That was, yeah.
Vince McMahon.
Oh,
He doesn't know what a burrito is.
Doesn't know what a burrito is. He doesn't like people nodding in his company.
Is it doesn't like sneezing as well?
No,
that was one, yeah.
The best one for you guys who weren't on that, he once was having a farting contest backstage. He accidentally shit his pants, went out to the ring. He did a promo with shit in his pants, came backstage, took his pants off, put them on the end of a long wooden stick, and chased Jerry Briscoe around backstage.
Come to think of it, that's probably where his power walk comes from.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
The very first time we did. I'm going to have to look and see if it is now.
Brilliant.
Awesome, guys. Thank you so much as always, before you go, if you want to tell me your handles on Twitter so people can follow you and just have some good old wrestling chat. Jack, what's yours, buddy?
Mine is JCComs95. And yeah, just find me talking about either wrestling or football or anything that sort of springs to mind or annoys me or, you know. Yeah, I like a good argument. I've learned from the best yourself, Chris. Yeah.
Yes,
I'll be there
absolutely. I'm happy to be your inspiration. Jeff?
The real Tan Halen, mostly on Twitter. It's wrestling satire, professional sports satire, touch of real life and actual takes on stuff too. But come have some wrestling conversations.
Awesome. Mike?
At Nunnyboy20 on Twitter and pretty much on this podcast every show.
Yep, pretty much. Ted?
At Hillbilly Heel, and since I am a heel, I will probably be lying about how you guys cheated and I should have won this game.
Of course. And Will, where can you be found? And tell me about Botched as well. What are you guys up to?
Okay, you can find at Botch Spots and Chair Shots on all podcast platforms. We like this. We pretty much spend a lot of times covering territory wrestlings and everything up to the Turner buyout. We've spent a lot of time covering Mid-America, a lot of traditional old school style wrestling and stuff.
Awesome. Very, very, very cool. Guys, thank you for joining me. Everybody who has watched, everybody who has listened, thank you so much. Always appreciate the support. Please hit subscribe if this was on YouTube. Please hit follow on whatever audio platform you've been listening on. Thank you again, and I will hope to catch you next time on It's My Wrestling Podcast, Quiz My Ask.